Yes, in the last class we are explained about the tables of a string. Here I forgot to explain some of the important programs. This program is we have to learn for your understanding purpose. These programs are in your lab program. Let us see what is the first program. Okay, let us see this program. Yes, let me copy this program in Notepad. So the aim of this program is to check the given word is palindrome or not. Okay, so actually what do you mean by a palindrome? The palindrome means whatever the string, if you read from left to right or right to left, if it consists of the same characters, then it is called as palindrome. For example, ma'am, if you read M-A-M, it from left to right or right to left, it will come same. So pop, P-O-P, right? So Leril and Malayalam, all these are the word which gives the same thing if you read it from left to right as well as right to left. So this is the aim of the program. We have to identify whether the given string is palindrome or not. So for that I am doing little modifications in our program. That is, we have to include stdio.h and conio.h in main function. Now you have declared here character array variable. Character array variable is a str of size 10, and you are taking int I is equal to 0, j comma flag. So if you are using ij, means you are using nested for loops. Okay, you are using either nested for loop or you are using some looping concept, and flag variable you are defining. Now first you are writing one output statement, enter the word. So you have to suppose to enter the word. If you use the scanf function, scanf %str means you have to not supposed to give any space. If you give the space, it won't accept. Okay, in the first here we are using some built-in functions, so then we have to include string handling string dot h header files. Okay, string handling header files. Now please observe this line here, j is equal to str ln of str minus 1, whatever the variable you have entered. For example, if I enter smc, so what is the string length of str? 3 characters. 3 minus 1, it is 2, right? So because j starts at array starts at 0 and ends at n minus 1, hence is string length minus 1. If you did that, the total character present in smc is 3 minus 1 is 2. That will be stored in your j variable, right? So that is the purpose of strlen function. You know it counts number of character present in your string. Okay, yes. Now we are writing one condition. Please observe here, as we know here it has stored, if you enter smc, then it will store the length as a 3. Okay, got it? Yes, 3 minus 1, it is a 2, right? Now let us see, while I less than or equal to j, what is I value? 0. 0 less than or equal to 2, condition is true. If condition is true, it is entering into the block, and we are writing one if condition, str of 0. In str of 0 location, what is the value? S equal to str of j. What is the j value? 2, right? So in sorry, for we have to enter the palindrome, right? Not as an smc. I'm taking mam only. Okay, now let us understand. This is the palindrome, right? Okay, in str of 0, it consists of m, and what is the value of j? It is 2, right? So it is 2. Now what is the value of in second location? M equal to m, condition is true, then flag become once and else block will be skipped. Okay, now I'm incrementing the I value and decrementing the j value. Okay, I incrementation and j decrementation. If you increment the I value 0 plus plus, now it becomes 1. J minus minus 2 minus minus, it become 1. Okay, now the control will come once again to your while loop. Now it will check 1 less than or equal to 1, whether condition is true or false. True. If it is true, it will enter here str of 1. What is the value of str of 1? A. And what is the value of str of j? J is also 1. A equal to a, condition is true, then flag become 1 and else block will be skipped. Okay, and once again you are incrementing the I value. Now I becomes 2 and j becomes 1. Okay, afterwards it will come here and it will check 2 less than or equal to 1, 2 less than or equal to 1, whether condition is true or false. False. So if it is a false, it will skip here and comes here. If a flag equal to 1, if this condition is true, the word is palindrome, else the word is not palindrome. Whether ma'am is palindrome or not, it is palindrome. So hence it will print palindrome. For example, if I enter SMC, please observe here, it will go here and it will check str of I, initially I value is 0, 0, str of j initial value is 2, str of 2 location value, it consists of C. Whether S is equal to C, condition false. If it is a false, it will come to the else block. In the else block, you are setting the flag value is 0 and break. If you click, if it gives the break, means it immediately terminated from this while loop. Okay, if it immediately terminates from the while loop and comes here. If a flag, what is the flag value you are assigning here? 0, 0 equal to 1, false. If it is a false, it will execute this else statement and print word is not palindrome, word is not palindrome. Okay, okay, so this is the logic you are following, this is the logic you are following to check whether the given string is palindrome or not. So this is having in your lab program, I think so. Let me check, and now let me save it first. While saving, you just ensure where you are actually storing. Okay, turbo C3 bin folder, and it is palindrome. I am taking as a palin.c. okay, palin.c, and I am reducing the size and closing and minimizing, and let me open my editor, turbo C++ editor. And now in this turbo C++ editor, let me start our turbo C++ editor, and now let me open our file. It is a palin.c. now F5, now compile it, Alt F9 and run it, Control F9. It is asking for the word. I am entering SMC, whether SMC is palindrome, no, so it will print word is not palindrome. So once again I am compiling and running. Okay, if you run, it will ask for the word. I am typing Malayalam. Okay, Malayalam. If I am checking whether Malayalam is a palindrome, yes. So likewise your program will execute. If I show the running of this program, press the function key F7. Okay, so it's every program starts from main function. Whatever the variable you have assigned, according to your program, it will be initialized, and you are writing one output statement. Enter the word. You have to enter the word from the keyboard. You have to supposed to use the scanf function. Now it is asking for that. Now I am giving literal. Okay, afterwards it checks the total character present in your string, and now checking the condition. If this condition is true, it will enter here, and if this condition is true, flag becomes 1 and comes I incrementation, j decrementation, and once again come for your while loop and check this condition, flag become 1 and skips this else block. Please observe here, and I plus j minus, right? So likewise it will evaluate until unless the condition becomes false. Okay, so literal, the word literal is also palindrome. Okay, so likewise you can evaluate your program. So that is your program. Next program is write a program to demonstrate string function. Let us see what is some program is given. Let me check this program. All this program is for your understanding purpose only. Let me check what it has been given. Okay, yes, this is our program. This is a sample program. Let me take new file, paste it, and come here and check here, program to demonstrate string functions. So till now we have used various kinds of string handling functions, right? Now we are using all these different kinds of string handling function in one program. Okay, all these different kinds of string handling function we are going to be using in one program. That is let us see, void main hash include stdio.h hash include conio.h and hash include string handling function, right? So we are performing string handling functions. String.h header file is compulsory. Okay, now let me check. In the void main function we are declaring two integer variable, that is a and b, and one character variable, that is x. Here the character array variable initialization. What is the name of the character array variable here? first. What is its size? 20. And what is the value you are assigning? Pandu. And I am taking a one more character array variable. The name of the character array variable is the second. Its size is also 20, and I am storing the value as Pranav. We are initializing, right? This is an initialization of string. Initialization of strings, right? So this is also same thing for your understanding purpose. Okay, this is a sample program, and now we are taking two more character array variable with the size 2020. The character array variable is third and fourth, and character array variable 5 we are assigning and initializing this with the string. Okay, and now you are giving the clear screen. Now you are identifying the length of the string. Here the comment line already placed to identify the length of the string of first. Okay, so strlen function we are using of first. As we know, Pandu consists of 5 characters. So then what is the a value now? It counts the number of characters. A's length is 5, right? Now you are displaying the length of string. Okay, so here please observe, while displaying what you are performing, length of %s %d, length of %s %d. In the %s you are storing first, so in the first the string is Pandu is displayed, and %d a indicates the length, it indicates the 5. Okay, length of Pandu is 5. Now we are performing string copy function. What is the next process we are doing? String copy. Please observe here we are having third and fourth, as we know what we are actually copying. In string copy, what you are copying? First. What is the value of first? Pandu. Pandu will be copied into third. Okay, Pandu will be copied into third. In this variable it will store. Now you are displaying the third, it will display as Pandu. Okay, Pandu. %s third means it will display the Pandu. Okay, now you are converting into uppercase. Let us see strupr. What is the purpose of strupr? It converts the string into uppercase. In third, Pandu is there, Pandu in small case letter, so it will automatically converts into uppercase as Pandu. Now after converting of uppercases, you are displaying that first and third value. So if you display the first value, it will show small letter Pandu, and here the another %s is there, it is for third, and small Pandu is appearing in capital Pandu. Okay, yes, right. Next you are performing string copy function. So for string copy, let us see what you are performing here. Fourth, second. Actually what is the second value? Pranav. So now this Pranav will copy, here the second is there, and here it is the fourth is there. So second value, this is the target, and sorry, this is the source. Second is the source, and this is the target. Source will be copied into the target, right? Pranav will be copied into the character array variable fourth. Now you are displaying the fourth, it will display Pranav in capital letters only. Okay, please observe here not specified. Okay, instead of Pranav. Okay, now you are converting into lowercase. For that you are using strlwr function. So in the fourth, it consists of a Pranav in capital letters. You are converting into lowercase letter. After converting the lowercase letter, you are displaying second and fourth. So in second it consists of a capital Pranav. After the lowercase in fourth, it will comes as small Pranav. Okay, lowercase letter Pranav. Now we are comparing two strings. Please observe here. For that we are writing if condition. In the if condition you are using strcmp function. In the strcmp function, yes, now we are seeing this program. In this program what we are doing here, we are comparing. In second it consists of a Pranav, and in fourth also it consists of a Pranav, right? But in the second it consists of a Pranav in capital letters, but in fourth it consists of a Pranav in lowercase letters. Now it compares that two value whether it is equals. No, it will print the second and the fourth is not equal. Why? Because in the fourth, in the second it consists in capital letters, in fourth it consists in a lowercase letters. Got it? So hence these two strings are not equal, it will print. Okay, and next you are using strcmp. It is also do the same thing, first and third. If it is the same, then it will print first and third is the same. If it is not same, then if it is not same. And string and cmp is also doing the same function, right? And now let us come here. Okay, Now next function is strcat function. What is the strcat function? We are copying the fourth in your third. Actually, what is the third consist? Pandu in capital letters, right? So at the end of Pandu you are adding Pranav. So if you print your print is a %5, 5 is there, whether 5 is assigned, 5 is a Sri will be displayed, right? If you print 5 it will display, if you display 5 it will display Sri, okay. But if you display third, then what it will display? Pandu Pranav will be displayed. And if you display the 5, you are reversing the 5 also, Sri, and it will strrev, right? Strrev means you are reversing a string, that is the Sri will be reversed as EE or S, okay. Now if you display this 5 and yes, so if you display this Sri, then Sri will be reversed, right? In the 5 it consists of a Sri will be reversed, that reversed string will be displayed. Now let me see whether it will work or not. Let me save it with strfun.c. strfun.c. I'm saving and I'm opening. Alt enter F3 strfun.c. right, this is our program, right? And let me compile. This is only for your understanding purpose. You won't ask, but palindrome will be asked. Be careful, okay? Yes. So now you are see the length of the Pandu is 5. We are displaying that Pandu and uppercase of Pandu and Pranav, lowercase of Pranav. Pranav are not same. Pandu and Pandu are same, right? First 3 characters of Pranav and Pranav are not same. Got it? So Sri, you are reversed that, and it is displayed in the reverse order of that. So here in this program you have done length of the string. To identify the length of the string you have to use supposed to use the strlen function. To copy one string into another string you have to use this. So this is always target and this is always source will be copied into target. Source is always in right hand side and the target will be always in left hand side, okay. And by using this strupr you are converting the string into uppercase, and by using this copy function you are copying one string into another string. Always you have to supposed to mention this right hand side is always source and this left hand side is always target, okay. Now you are displaying the lower function. The function strlwr is used to convert this strlwr used to convert the string into lowercase, and second and fourth and comparison, you are comparing the strings. To comparing the strings you have to use a strcmp function, and here stricmp is there and strcnmp is there. It is similar to your strcmp function, okay. And strcat function is there. At the end of first string it will be added the second string, okay. Second string will be added at the end of first string. Let me give here this printf function is missed. Let me give printf of /n %s double quotation comma third. If you display this now in the third it consists of Pranav and this one, right? Yes, third, spelling mistake. Yes, third. Yes, save it, compile it and run it. So if you display at the end of Pandu it will add the Pranav, okay. Yes, likewise it will evaluate. So this is your second program, and let me see the what is the third program. Yes, a program to demonstrate string sortings, okay. So in the last program we have seen demonstrate the palindrome, okay. And this is the another method. By using this built-in method you can use the palindrome. Let me do this. This is also demonstrate palindrome string by using string handling function, okay. String handling functions. Let us see what actually we are doing. So this is another method. So you should have to be know this technique also. Include stdio.h include conio.h and include string.h, right. Now let me see void main. You are declaring two character array variable st of 10, ch of 10 and int I. Now you are writing one output statement, enter a string. You have to enter from the keyboard and you are storing in st. Now please observe here strcpy. What is the purpose of strcpy? It copies one string into another string, right? So whatever the string is present in st, it will be copied into ch. After copying that, you are comparing if strcmp st comma strrev. Okay, strrev. What is the st consist of? For example, if I enter mam, so then what is the content will be copied in ch? In ch is also it is mam only, right? So now you are comparing st. In st it is mam. If you reverse strrev, if you reverse this ch is also consist of a mam reverse is also mam. If you are comparing that mam is equal to 0, condition is true, then it will print mam is palindrome. Okay, otherwise mam is not palindrome. Got it? So it is the easiest way to convert to find that string is palindrome or not. Okay, it is the easiest way by using this built-in function. So let me save it. palin1.c. okay, now take editor, alt enter F3, palin1.c and compile it and run it. If you compile and run, it will ask for enter any string. If it asks for enter any string, then I'm entering mam, whether mam is a palindrome or not. Yes, so it will print mam is palindrome. So the condition it will check. You are copying. After copying that, you are comparing that two strings by reversing that string. Okay, reversing is common, right? I'm once again running this program and I'm entering smc. Whether smc is palindrome? No. So hence smc is not palindrome. Got it? So likewise this program will execute. And next let us see sorting. What do you mean by sorting? Arranging in alphabetical order. So to arrange the string in alphabetical order, let me see this program. Okay, yes, let me copy. This is only for your understanding purpose. You have to know what actually it is happening. Okay, I'm copying and I'm taking new file and pasting. Now sorting a function here, it is using built-in handling function, right? So that is why we have to use our header files as include stdio.h as include. Yes, now let us see conio.h. yes, conio.h, and you have to write hash include string.h, right? So this is a sample program says sorting of strings, right? Now we are taking variables int I comma j comma d. It is a required variables. Now we are taking this character array variable, two-dimensional array variable. This is a tables of string concept. This is the tables of string concept and temporary one-dimensional character array variable. Okay, and clear screen. Now enter number of strings. You have to specify number of strings you want to enter. Okay, enter number of strings. So that is why I am taking here d. Okay, so I want to store 3 strings: smc, bca, shirva. smc, shirva, bca. For that I am using number of string is a 3. Please observe here. Okay, you can give any number, but I am taking only 3. Now enter %d string d. So enter 3 strings. It will ask for enter 3 strings. I have provided 3. Now it will come for loop. For I is equal to 0, I less than or equal to 3. I less than 3, I think so. Not as an less than or equal to. If it is 3 means 4, right? 0, yes, 0, 1, 2, 3 means 3 only. It is not supposed to 0, 1, 2, 3. Yes, now it is correct. For I is equal to 0, I less than 3, 0 less than 3, condition is true. What is the purpose of getAs function? To read a value from the keyboard, and stored store in the variable, right? So I'm reading the value from the keyboard and I'm storing in the location ch of 0th location. Okay, ch of 0th location I'm storing one string, right? And afterwards I value will be incremented. Now I become 1 less than 3 condition is true. We are once again reading the value from the keyboard and we are storing in ch of 1. In ch of 0 I have stored smc, ch of 1 I am storing Shirva, ch of 2 I am storing dca. smc in ch of 0, ch of 1 dca, sorry, Shirva, and once again I value will be incremented. Now I becomes 2 less than 3 condition true. Now it will, we have to read the value from the keyboard and store in this location. In which location I am storing? ch of 2. Okay, so now after storing that I value will be incremented. Now I become 3 less than 3 condition false. It will come to the new line. Now it will see printf entered strings, whatever the strings we have entered. Now it is showing like this: for I is equal to 0, I less than or equal to, not I less than or equal to, I less than d, j less than d, not a less than or equal to. Okay, now I is equal to 0, condition is true. 0 less than 3, condition is true, it will enter here inner for loop. J is equal to I plus 1, 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 less than 3, condition is true, it will enter here. Now comparing ch of I comma ch of j, ch of 0, ch of j. So in ch of I, what is the value? Ch of I smc, ch of 0, and what is the ch of j? Shirva. Okay, it compares whether if it is greater than 0, then we are processing this. We are copying ch of 0 value, that is smc in temp, and you are copying ch of j, that is ch of j is 1, Shirva in 0th location, and temporary location value, that is smc in chj. Got it? Clear? So by using this strcpy function you are sorting. Okay, by comparing this. Afterwards it will come here j incrementation, j become plus 1. So 1 plus 1 2, 2 less than 3 condition true. It will compare with the c of 0 and c of 2. So in the 0 of location it will sort it. Okay, so after sorting that we are once again printing. In the printing also it is a c less I less than d. So we are display. Now let me see, you just see, I will explain while running this program. Okay, now comparison will be happened according to your ASCII characters. Okay, so it is a sort. I'm giving sort.c and coming here and alt enter F3 sort.c. so this is our program. Fi compile. Now right, number of strings I'm entering 3. Please observe here x, y, z. Next y, z, a. Right, what happened? Enter the strings are sorted strings are x, y, z, y, z, a. So maybe here it must be I less than or equal to d. Okay, where I less than or equal to d we have to supposed to take. If you don't take, then it won't works. It will accept only 2. Right, let me make, yes, save it. And now let me check F7. So it comes here initialized, enter a number of strings. I'm entering d value is 3. Now press the enter. It is asking for F7, pressing I for I is equal to 0, I less than 3, condition true, getters function. It is asking for the 3 strings. Okay, first string is, let me give x, y, z, and F7 it will ask for another value y, z, a, and asking for another value a, b, c. Now which value has to come? After sorting that, what value I have to get? ABC first, y, x, y, z is the second, y, z, a is third. Correct? Yes, let me check. Now it is coming here and pressing F7, enter the strings. For I is equal to 0, I less than or equal to d, condition true. J is equal to j, I plus 1, j less than or equal to d, and compares. Here also compares, and here also if it is compares, it will sort it. So please observe here. After sorting that, sorted string will be displayed now. Now it is displaying sorted VARDA. Now I am displaying the output. If you display, ABC is the first, XYZ is the second, YZA is third. Clear? Yes, likewise it will sort. Okay, you give more attention. I will share these notes in your group. Please go through it. And last program, this is also one of a very important program, swapping. Swapping means interchanging. Okay, swapping means interchanging. Okay, let me explain with, let me take first here. Okay, what you are actually interchanging, swapping of two string. For example, if I enter ABC, BCA, ABC in one character array variable and BCA in another character variable. In CH of 20 I am storing ABC, in ST20 I am storing BCA. In temporary, what I have to do, after swapping, ABC should become ST and BCA should become in CH variable. Got it? So that is what exactly called swapping. Swapping means interchanging. Swapping means interchanging. Okay? Yes. Void main hash include stdio.h hash include conio.h hash include string.h. Let us take these files. Now we are, if you want to swap two strings, you have to take 3 character array variable. Okay, temporary is compulsory. Temporary is compulsory. For example, let me see here. In A it is a 10, in B it is a 20, right? I want to change A value as a 20, B value as a 10. Now how I will do, I have to take one more variable C. In C I have to store A value. Okay, in C I have to store A value, just for your understanding purpose. Okay, and in A I have to store B value. In B I have to store, in B I have to store C value. Okay, now please observe here. If C is equal to A, in what I am doing, A value is 10, A value 10 will be stored in your C. A is equal to B means, then what I am storing, in A I am storing B value, that is 20, and in B is equal to C, in B already 20 is there, I am going to be storing C value, that is 10. So likewise it will interchange. Got it? So if you want to interchange like this, in the same sense of a string, you have to follow the same logic. Okay, so now let me see what we are doing. Here we have declared 3 character array variables, ch of 20, st of 20, temporary of 20. Okay, now I am writing one output statement. What is the output statement? Enter any 2 strings. So I am using scanf function. If you give the space, it will be taken as another string. Okay, clear? So scanf %s ch comma st. So in ch I am storing, please it is understanding purpose, smc, and st I am storing bca. So if I display, what it will come? smc bca will come. Here if you display here, what it will come? smc bca will come. You are displaying, right? Whatever you are entering from the keyboard, it displaying, right? Now entered strings are %s/t %s. Whatever the string you have entered, smc bca, once again I am displaying. smc bca, once again I am displaying. Now please observe here, strcpy. What is the purpose of strcpy? It copies. So which value you are copying? Ch. What is the ch value? smc. Where you are copying? Temporary. Got it? And now strcpy, you are copying st. What is the st value? St value is bca. You are copying bca into ch. Whatever the value present in ch, that smc will be replaced with bca. Next you are copying temporary value. What is the temporary value? smc. Where you are copying? st. In st already bca is there, it will be replaced with temp. Temp, that is bca. No, smc, right? After swapping, you are displaying ch and st, it will display bca as well as smc. Got it? So likewise it will evaluate. Let me check. whether it will work or not. I'm storing swap.c. What I'm doing? Swap.c. Okay, yes. Now let me check. Press the enter key and come here, alt enter and F3. Now swap.c. Compile it. There is no error. Run it. Now it is asking for enter any two string. I'm entering SMC space BCA. In the first string SMC, in the second string BCA. After swapping, in the first string it must store as BCA, and in the second string it has to be stored as SMC. Right? We have entered SMC BCA. Entered string is SMC BCA. After swapping, we are getting BCA comma SMC. Right? So likewise, these programs are evaluated, and so some of the programs are required for your logic understanding. So hence I have explained all these programs, but this palindrome program is very, very important. Maybe ask for your examination purpose. Okay, so hope you understand this concept, and please go through here. Some of the questions are there. You need not to be answer for this. You just go through your previous question paper and try to answer 2018 and 2019 question paper. Okay, see you in the next class.